everybody, welcome back. I'm Amy Sweezy, TESOL 2022, day 2. Starting to kind of get to the end of the day. We've had a lot of excitement, lots of interesting information so far. And my next guest is Joyce Kling. Joyce, as of tomorrow, brand new president of TESOL. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very happy that you're joining us. Tell us just a little bit about you.
I'm so pleased to be here. Thank you. I am an American Dane. I have dual citizenship, and I was born and raised in Michigan and moved to Denmark 25 years ago. This is actually I just hit my 25th anniversary. And I've been working with TESOL and ESL, both as a ESL teacher, EFL teacher, writer, researcher, teacher trainer, and always as a volunteer leader, and now on the board of directors. So I'm soon to be president.
Okay, so what are you most looking forward to in this next year?
For myself, personally?
How about both, personally and professionally?
Personally, yes. I will say I get a lot of energy from working with everybody that we see around here. This volunteer leadership, some of my colleagues are incredible. I learn from them, I learn about them, I learn about their universities or their schools or their cultures or their educational systems. And then in terms of TESOL, it kind of marries the same. They bring forward what the trends are, and they're doing the research and the teaching, and we come together through a variety of activities through our association to support that and to support teachers of English as a profession. And I'm looking forward to seeing where we're going. I don't like to talk about the new normal. I'm kind of rejecting that phrase.
Okay.
I'm just going with what's going to happen tomorrow and what's going to happen in the coming year. We're experiencing our first hybrid. I say first because I don't think that we're going to go back to physical 100% conferences. We have diversity, equity, inclusion, and access, and having 7,000 to 8,000 people who are able to access this online at home at their convenience makes a big difference for someone who can't afford to get a substitute for their class, or someone they would have to pay, or hotels. And we've got a climate issue we also have to think about.
Right.
So moving forward, this is our next stage, not a new normal. It's just where we're going. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we're going with it.
And this past year, you have been kind of shadowing right into this position.
So I know you interviewed Gabby a while ago, a couple hours ago. She has been a tremendous mentor, but also watching her as a model and seeing how she interacts, both as a European, right, and seeing how she could manage things from that time zone, but also in her role as president as we shifted from completely physical to also completely online. And then from Deborah Short, who has been she's been my mentor. We have the series of mentors on the board, and she really would call me and text me, and technology allows us to just talk, so there were a lot of WhatsApp messages and phone calls, and she's been a tremendous support.
And we talked to her yesterday, so yes. What would you, say is the biggest reason that someone should become a TESOL member?
TESOL is my professional home, and particularly because I am an immigrant, an expat, away from home. When I come to TESOL, I'm very comfortable. I know these people. We have an akin spirit, and my educational system isn't the same as their educational system. The area I work with, I have a Ministry of Education, and maybe in the United States they're working with state governments, but when we're here, we have a common language and we have a common understanding, and we can relate to each other. And I'm sure you've heard this over the past 2 days. TESOL is a family, and I really believe that if you are a pre-service teacher or a new teacher or someone with 20 years experience, you'll find like minds here across intersections and working groups. Even if you're not ready to be working on those as volunteer leaders, you can join and have a conversation and find someone who has common interests and may just have a lesson plan for you tomorrow, something to help. So that's why I think you should be a member.
You also have a lot of acronyms.
Yes, we do.
I have noticed.
Yeah, we do.
And everybody knows them, so I'm learning. Why would you recommend someone, if someone is a member, but maybe kind of on the just a member, and that's good, would you encourage them to volunteer, get involved more, maybe take on a leadership role?
Surprisingly, volunteer leadership is more rewarding than one can possibly think. You think, oh, it's going to be a lot of hours. And many people think that when you're on the board, maybe you're getting paid or maybe there's something extra. And I don't think the general membership realizes that we pay for our own convention just as any other member, because it becomes more of a passion and, as I said, a family. And you start to work, and what you get back is far greater than what you give. And starting in becoming, as I mentioned, if you want to join an interest section or a professional council or just a group who has a conversation online, you start to become like-minded and say, hey, let's do something, let's advocate for something, let's go build something. And it becomes a movement, and activities reach the board, and you can grow from it. You can grow professionally. Maybe you're interested in moving from teaching ESL to being a teacher trainer, and you're looking for more leadership skills even in that route, whether it's giving feedback or negotiation and learning different aspects of just how an organization runs. So I really think that there are hundreds of reasons for volunteer leadership, but within your own area you can also learn about your content too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I look forward to speaking to you next year,
yes,
when you are the outgoing president.
So I am looking forward to that day also. So in 1 year's time, we'll speak again.
Fantastic.
Good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
And thank you for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation.